We are so excited today because it has been now a year since we've gone anywhere because of the pandemic. And we are in that fortunate group that was able to get vaccinated. And so now we are ready to go and hit the road. So what we decided to do, this is also the first episode of our new channel, Slower Travel. So this is just perfect. We decided that, okay, on this first trip, we got to get our travel chops back. And so what we're going to do is we're taking just a 2-day road trip, not far from where we live outside Las Vegas. So that's what we're going to do. And so for our first trip, we started asking some friends, okay, you know, for that kind of thing, where should we go? And we had several people who said, oh, go to Lake Havasu. That's only 150 miles south of here. It's a lot of fun. It'll be perfect. A couple of our other friends, when we told them we were going to Lake Havasu, they said, why? Why would you go to that place? I said, well, why not? And they said, well, you know, it's an armpit. An armpit, not only of Arizona, but the armpit of the world. And I thought, well, now how can that be? So what we decided to do, okay, we're going to find out for ourselves. Is Lake Havasu indeed an armpit, or is it a paradise? Or maybe is it somewhere in between? I'm thinking that's probably the case. And we're just getting ready to go right now. In the spirit of slower travel, we're not going directly to Havasu. What we're doing is our first destination this morning is Kingman, Arizona, which of course is on the old Route 66, which you remember from the old Bobby Troop song, Get Your Kicks on Route 66. Okay, so we're going to Kingman, Arizona. We will forget Winona for right now. And then we're going to head to Oatman, which is an old apparent ghost town, but not really so ghosty and now more touristy, but we're going to check it out. And then we'll be down in the armpit or paradise of Lake Havasu. So here we go. Okay, so 100 miles later, here we are in Kingman, Arizona, and we are at the famous, let me see if we can get it here, the famous Mr. D's Diner, Route 66 Diner. We're on historic Route 66, and there are so many people that say this is a great place. Now, these are exactly the same people who say that Lake Havasu is a garden spot. So we're going to go in and see if we can find out. Okay, let's do it. Oh, wow. Great place. Okay, so here we are, and Tanya ordered the, what is it?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. The Mr. D's cheeseburger. Is that right? With the fries. Mm-hmm. And I have the...
But I have to tell you first, I'm really excited about my guitar.
Wait, here's Tanya's going to tell you about this, okay? Wow. Wow, you're very musical as well as a gastronomic genius. Expert. Okay, good.
Bon appetit.
Great. Well, thank you. And what do I have here? It's I have a stringless guitar. That's all right. And this is the bacon cheese burger extravaganza with onion rings. Okay, great. So once again, here it is. Mr. D's Route 66 Diner in Kingman, Arizona. Okay, don't forget it. Okay, well, we've just finished our lunch at Mr. D's Route 66 Diner, and it was quite filling, and the servers were quite nice. And, you know, it's an interesting place here in Kingman. Anyway. Okay, good.
Very cool.
All right, there's the Kingman Visitor Center over there. It looks like a huge place. We'll have to catch that on one of our next adventures. Okay. Here we go. Back on the road. Well, good morning. We arrived in Lake Havasu City late last evening, and we are here at the London Bridge. And there you go. There's a lot of story behind this. We'll have some other pictures of it a little bit later, but this bridge was built in about 1862 or so. It did cross the River Thames in London, and then it was bought in, I believe, 1971 by Robert McCulloch, who, among other things, operated a company that made outboard motors, and he bought it for $2.5 million. And the story is he had it shipped brick by brick over here. Let's see, I'm going in the wrong direction here. Let me there you go. Here I'm talking about the bridge, and I'm not even showing it to you. All right, and but I read this morning, everybody says it was shipped over block by block and then reconstructed here. But I guess what really happened is McCulloch didn't want to ship the entire bridge over, so what he did was he shipped over the facade, the bricks from the outside. And so what you see are the bricks over a concrete structure, so it appears like the bridge that was in London. Okay, well, we'll have some more stories about that. We're going to go over to the visitor center now and see what exciting things are happening here in Lake Havasu. Okay, so here as you enter they call the English Village, is sort of a little area, and very impressive here with the spouting lions and the fountain and so forth. Apparently the London Bridge, and if you look over there you can see cars are actually crossing it. London Bridge is the second most visited attraction in the state of Arizona, the Grand Canyon being first, which is kind of amazing. But tons of people come here. When this bridge was built, it really didn't have any place for it to go. There was no river to cross, and so what McCulloch did was he had a channel dredged to form a canal so that the bridge would have something to cross. And then it crosses over to what effectively then was an island that was created, and that's the story of that. So the whole idea was he was developing the city and itself, and it was to be a big attraction to get people to come here and buy land and kind of turn this into an attraction, which he was pretty successful in doing. Okay, let's see what is going on over here at the visitor center. Okay, it looks like we're getting into a London pub, but it's the visitor center here in Arizona. Okay. So this is a much better view of the bridge. We're here in that little English village, and of course they've recreated sort of a British theme here with cold beer, fish and chips, and so forth. All right. Here we are. There's the famous London Bridge. Well, Tanya, what do you think of all this?
I'm kind of amazed. I don't have a thought yet.
No thoughts yet.
I'm overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Okay, so we're going to take a little walk here, and we'll catch you later. Okay, here we are walking across the bridge. Pretty exciting. So we're still wondering, asking that eternal question, armpit or paradise? Well, actually, last night we were kind of thinking it was an armpit, but the needle is kind of going back the other way. I wouldn't quite call it a paradise, but it's actually quite pretty. And out here, there's the, boats and the mountains. It's quite nice. Okay, so we're trying, see how this works at night. There's the lovely Tanya. We're having a, what are we having here? Some
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge, Chardonnay, and a little Cabernet. It's, nothing but the finest here for us. Anyway,
Well, it's a lovely evening. It rained a little today. It sprinkled, and everyone was just ecstatic because it never rains here.
Yeah.
So they were very happy about the rain, and the sky and the sunset tonight, I think, are beautiful.
Yeah. And what's the deal here? They talk about how hot it gets here. They say, oh, it's 110 all the time, gets up to 119, blah, blah, blah. What's the temperature right now, do you think?
Cold.
Cold? What is it, about?
60.
Oh, it's not. It's below that.
Really?
Oh, I think so. It's probably 55. We can look at, but I think it's probably 55.
Well,
like
and Flagstaff's getting snow.
Yeah, and that's up to 7 inches. So anyway, but we're in a great place. Do you mind if I kind of pan away from you here a little bit? There we go.
Make sure you show them the tree here.
The tree. Oh yeah.
The palm tree.
Yeah, the palm tree. You'd think we were in Maui or something. And there's that London Bridge. It is just beautiful. I tell you, this Lake Havasu, this is, what do you think? This is the place.
Well, the needle is getting closer to paradise.
Yeah, really? And then if you want to make a phone call, look at that. There's a London phone booth. I wonder if it's got a direct line to London. I kind of doubt it.
I don't think there's a phone in there.
Oh, yeah, okay. I wonder if they turn it into a porta potty. Okay, all right, well, that's it. We're just waiting for our nachos, and it's pretty super. This is our last night in Lake Havasu. Looking pretty good.
Changing hotels was a grand idea.
That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Here's a travel tip for people. Don't get what?
You're talking to him, and you're looking at me.
I'm talking to what?
He's looking at me.
Who?
The camera.
No, it's looking right at you.
At you?
No, at you.
I know.
Yeah.
And you're talking to him, so you should talk to him.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, well, Pam.
Okay, I will. Okay, I'll have
I don't want it on my face.
Just a minute. I'll have it talk to me. Okay. So here's the thing. What was the thing? Okay. If you get a motel here, try not to get one that's right along 95, which is sort of the main highway here, and especially not on a Wednesday night, because we learned that Wednesday night is biker night, which is why we saw all those motorcycles in front of that tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will not get any sleep, so we switched hotels. Tonight we're looking for a good night's sleep.
Well, and the thing too is the hotel we were in was just bordered by two major boulevards. And you couldn't walk anywhere because,
there are no sidewalks in Lake Havasu.
There are no sidewalks. Yeah. So our hotel is just right up the way, and we walk down the hill, and we're in paradise.
For anyone wondering, we're at the Holiday Inn Express, who paid no consideration for this promotion on this video.
But they're so nice, and it's
a
very
marvelous
nice location.
It's wonderful. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Signing out. So I wondered from the time that I got here, what are people from Lake Havasu called? Are they Havasuvers? Are they Havasuvites? Are I don't know what Havasonians? No, that's not right. So I asked someone who was from here, and he said no. He says it's Havasuvians. Havasuvians. So there you know. And his colleague said, no, it's Havasupians with a P, because that's named after the Havasupai tribe that was here in the first place that named the lake. So, but he says, no, I'm from here. I was born here. She's wrong. It's Havasuvian. Havasuvian. So there you go. Question answered. Now you know you can come here and you can really fit in by saying, put on a little bit. Say, I'm a Havasuvian too, man. I'm with you, bro. Okay, Darlene. Okay, so and I have Darlene here, and Darlene tells me that people from Lake Havasu are called Havasupians after the Indian tribe. Now your colleague, he told me, he says she's wrong.
Oh, which one?
Well, the guy that was up there in the first place,
and
then he came. No, he says it has this Havasuvian. And I said, well, you're.
Now, I'm kind of questioning
I said, your friend said Havasupian after the Indian tribe. And he says, I'm from here. I was born here. He says, so.
I'm not going to argue with him. You know what? I might second guess myself on that. It could be the Havasuvians. No, I always said Havasupian. But the tribe is Havasupian, right?
Havasupai.
The Havasupai tribe.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Google it. I'll find out.
Okay.
For being a linguist.
Well, no, see, but you have to know. Again, Google, what do they know? They just know whatever somebody else put in there.
They know everything.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay.
I love your camera.
Okay, so we are just getting ready to leave Lake Havasu City, and we've completed our 2-night adventure here. And so we get down to the essential question, armpit or paradise? Well, Tanya, what do you think? Is it an armpit?
No.
No. And I think we both agree on that. It's definitely not in an armpit, and we have been in some armpits in different parts of the world. This doesn't even come close. It's embarrassing to even put it in that same category. Now, is it a paradise, Tanya?
About a triangle area is a paradise.
So what she's saying is that there's a little area down by the bridge and the canal, and there's a couple hotels down there that Tanya considers a paradise. Let me add to that a little bit, that if you like big pickups, if you like or motorcycles, boats, power boats, big, real fast boats, and if you like RVs, especially very large motorhomes, this is a paradise. You will love this place. And then for everyone else, you just kind of find your paradise where you can. And it is a beautiful area. There's no question about that. Will we come back?
Yes.
Yes, we'll come back. Maybe not right away, of course, but there's a lot of places to see, but we'll probably be back. All right, that's it. Now, for this episode, join us next time where we explore another garden spot kind of in our neighborhood. 29 Palms, California will be next. I'm sure you won't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye.